I clicked on just at the right time. Adam's about to talk about his phone call with 4Extra. I could tell because after like Friday, we did the Gumpy pod, and then as soon as we got done, he was like, "Oh, I missed a call from 4Extra," and I just kind of heard him. And then the next morning, I kind of texted him, "Did you talk to 4Extra?" And he's just like, "Why?" And I don't know, maybe he thought I had some new info, or I don't know. And I was like, mainly just one step closer to having him come in, and then I was also just curious how'd he feel about the content, Did he feel some type of way? And I didn't get no response, so I was just like, So I've been waiting to hear about this conversation.
I will reveal to the people, he was not 100% happy with me. He felt like it was weak for me to be on a podcast with people that he perceives as ops and to ask them what they thought about the situation with his blowing up of his hand. And I get that. Because realistically, this is an op-friendly podcast. There's a lot of people on here who certain people get along with, don't get along with. I think he even felt a way about King Pill being on the podcast. We can get into that Zest arc in a moment and everything. But he did feel a way about that, and it was a little bit of a threatening or like an angry vibe to it. Like, pull up on me in the studio. I want to talk to you. Just me and you. I want to talk to you. And I'm like, what are you doing for extra? Why you acting like that? Why you acting like you're a little mad at me? What is that? And he's like, nah, just pull up to the studio. I want to talk to you. And I kept pushing, and that's when he revealed that at least the thing that he wanted to mention that he was annoyed by was me talking to people that he doesn't get along with about his hand or whatever. My response to that really is like, bro, we talk about current events. You blowing up your hand was the biggest thing of that week. I'm on a podcast with people that you don't technically get along with. We talking about it. I'm sorry, man. That's just how this goes. Anyway, the next day, and I haven't spoken to him since then. I actually gave him a call this morning, and he didn't pick up. I don't know how late he's sleeping in at this point. But the next day, I got contacted by 2 different people in this content space who told me that they had conversations with him about his request to be paid handsomely for an interview. They both informed me that they spoke to him, that they turned him down, and then they told me how the conversation went. I didn't reach out for this information. They just reached out to me. So 4Extra is out there digging for gold, trying to find someone who wants to invest in his comeback tale. As far as if his return interview will be on No Jumper, I don't know. I'm waiting to speak to him. So I will have to leave you guys in wait for that information.
Damn, so I already knew 4Extra was going to feel some type of way. I thought just in general, just talking about his hand and like just everything being about it. But it just kind of shows you like he wants to be in this content space, but he doesn't even know what comes with it. Because you want to be on Instagram, you want to be on YouTube, you want to try to get these views. Well, if anything bad happens to you, they're definitely going to talk about it. Everyone's going to talk about it. Something good happens, yeah, half of them will probably talk about it, but it's all going to be anything bad happens, they're just going to run with it. And, 4Extra building himself up to be like a Billy Badass and a fighter and everything else. So when something happens that brings detriment to everything he's claiming to be, it's going to get people's attention. Now, this $50,000 for this interview. Munchie said it the best the other day when he was like, what are people paying $50,000 for? A firework, a lighter while you're driving in the car? It's just a little crazy. Like, I don't think 4Extra really quite has that popularity to get paid $50,000 for a self-inflicted accident. It just doesn't really make sense. Like, what story are you telling? Now, you see that Hoodsta guy that been going viral because what he said to 4Extra or whatever, but then everybody been bringing up when he robbed the bank and had the high-speed pursuit and he drove through the hood throwing money out the windows. Like, you ain't going to get $50,000 for that interview, but after you get out, people would probably be interested because you were on the news. It was such a big deal. They'd be able to market it, advertise it. I mean, no $50,000, but I mean, that would be like a concept of you coming on to tell your story that people are interested in and are going to pay to hear your side of the tale. But so far, what I heard is, and you heard Adam just say it, everyone's turned him down for that $50,000. Everybody's just kind of like, huh? Like, it just make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like your own negligence caused an injury, and then you're trying to get paid for it. Like, I don't know, man. It don't make sense to me.
People have been in him up, or he reached out to 2 people in this space that we know.
He definitely reached out to Vlad, and Vlad was not feeling it. Vlad said that when he requested that he didn't even make him a counter offer because he just felt like it was so outlandish that it was just not even close.
He's standing on that 50 bands.
I mean, he's shooting for the 50 bands. I don't know where he's going to land for sure. Then, I mean, I assume he does one high-priced interview maybe at some point, and then he comes and speaks to me afterwards and tells me, oh, let's get back to a regular content schedule. But the thing about it is that it's like, you know, if he's playing hardball, I'm playing hardball. So when it comes time to renegotiate, who knows where we land. So, you know, the people out there, you can all wait. You'll find out more information in the near future, but that's where I'm at as far as the 4.
All right, at least Adam's standing on business, though, man, because we all been wondering, like, bro, you don't feel some type of way about that? And I've heard a few people ask him, and he just kind of, like, brushes it off, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, 4Extra had a little motion going, but Adam definitely helped bring this dude up and get noticed. Like, Crip Mac was kind of doing his thing a little bit before. Adam helped him. Crip Mac was kind of doing his thing. I had no idea who 4Extra was until Adam started bringing it around him and trying to prop him up, you know, help him do his thing. King Pill, I never heard of him until Adam started mentioning him. So, you know, Adam tries to help these guys and put them on, and how they repay him is try to go shop around and do it elsewhere. And then, I mean, lately, I'm sure 4Extra will get some views because all this shit just happened, but before this happened, his views were sort of going down. Like, it's the same gimmick over and over, and I just don't think people find it interesting to keep wanting to come back to watch that. Like, we'll use Bucci Bear right here for an example. I'm sure he keeps going at it. People are going to come back to watch him. He's not repetitive, pretty smart dude. Just, you know, he keeps pushing the conversation, and he's able to talk and babble on, where 4Extra, I mean, it's just Adam kind of asking him questions and him getting a little crazy. It's not really like sitting down having conversations like, all right, man, like, you know, like deep conversations, just chopping it up about whatever topic. It's just the fades, whatever little bullshit happened in jail this last time he did time. You know, for instance, it was the carrots this last time. And then, yeah, I mean, that's a tricky one, man. Like, that's great, like everyone's saying, bro. That's a SA charge for sure, man. That's why you've seen him backpedaling on that. Like, whoever he didn't put it out there. I think Aunt Hefe put it out there because he was talking to some homies that were busted, and they told him. So I think technically young Aunt Hefe was the first one to put that out there, and then it just kind of snowballed from there, which I wonder how 4Extra feels about that. Technically an op putting out drama, putting drama out about him. Sure, he feels some type of way about that. And then he's just so engulfed in his hood and Vernon to Fig, Western to Vernon to Fig, or whatever he says, to where he can't really wrap his head around growth yet. Because in this podcast game, you got to have growth. You got to talk to people. If you can get in a room with people you're not comfortable with and be able to talk the whole time, keep your cool, and walk out of there afterwards, you know, that's growth. That's what people want to see. They want to hear challenging conversations for the most part. They don't want to just hear the same routine. Like, yeah, the first couple times, it's funny, it's cool. I'm sure a lot of real street dudes got respect for the fades and all that conversation, but, I mean, what are they really going to do for you because you in there catching fades? Like, they can't put you on tour. They can't put you on stage. I mean, they could try to film some skits with you, but, I mean, just where's the end game in that, you know? I think with 4Extra, the end game for him would be to start traveling the world. Like, if I was him, I would hit up Adam and I'd been like, bro, as soon as I get off, I get a passport, like, let's start traveling. Take me to New Orleans, take me to Miami, take me to New York, take me to the Midwest. 'Cause I'm sure 4Extra ain't really been anywhere, so take that fool around the world. And then once you get a passport, take him to Europe, because that's easy to get into. Just show this full growth. Take him to go do stuff that he's never done before. And I bet you in a year, 6 months, we would see like a different 4Extra. Like, he'd be like, damn. Because everybody thinks the whole world is like their little bubble they live in. And your little bubble, yeah, depending how populated it is or how big the city is. Like, yeah, you witness and you see other stuff going on. But as soon as you travel and you go to New York for a week and you're like, wow, like this is nothing like my little bubble I'm used to back home. And you go to Miami and you're like, wow, this ain't nothing like either one of those bubbles. Go to Houston, go to Europe, travel around there. Just go eat all these different places, see these different sites. You know, just learn, bro. Try to get like a little bit of sophistication going, you know? Honestly, that's what I would want to see. I would buy in to watch that and be like, see the growth in this fool and see him go eat foie gras for the first time. You know, get this guy, because I'm sure he eats his steaks well done. Get this guy to get a medium rare steak and be like, wow, go get this guy a steak you could cut with a fork, you know, like that Wagyu. Just take him to go experience shit that he has never experienced. And if he stays right here in the hood with his homies, you know, you all know what happens, bro, in the hood. Like, you stay there long enough, man, shit's gonna happen. And for the most part, like, those fools are probably seeing a lot of trauma in their life. So when that shit happened to them, like, yeah, that shit's fucked up. But if these dudes seen their homies shot before and seen crazy shit, like, it's not the first time they just seen some shit. I would have ran like a hoe, bro. If I see my homie do that, man, I would have. Actually, I seen someone do it. I didn't have to go help him. I didn't have to take him to the hospital or anything, but I seen it happen. But yeah, I grabbed my kids and I ran to the backyard then too, man. Like, I am not the one when it comes to that, bro. Like, I'm good. I don't want to see none of that shit. All right, so I just babbled on. So let me see what if there's any more about this 4 extra
return.
You know what I was thinking? He could have did too. He could have went Yale or Oprah and taught fire safety classes. What you talking about?
Another option.
What you talking about? That'll probably open up the door for around the number he think he wants.
Wack's argument was like, well, maybe you could afford the $50K, but you need him to do a reenactment.
Whoa.
I don't think that's
exactly what happened.
I would not ask him to do that.
But I mean, if someone like TMZ or any of these places gonna pay $50K, they're probably gonna want a reenactment. And it's funny, Ralphie says that, but I was thinking that the other day too, like, you know, you'd have to get in there and preach like fireworks safety. Like, look at me, this is why you don't do it. I don't think he really gives a shit about all that or really wants to go talk to kids and preach fire safety, but as soon as I seen that shit pop up, I showed my kids. And first I asked them, you want to see it? And then I'm like, man, this is what happens if you play around with fireworks that you're not sure of, you don't know. Just be careful in life, man. Don't be messing around thinking everything's all peachy and cream and end up like this one day.
That'd be worth £50 for sure.
I have to.
The dramatic reconstruction. We get an actor.
I would not ask.
We get an actor in to play him.
Man. I have to say this about you, Adam. You don't understand why 4 extras would be upset at you for talking with his ops about his hand, but then you were kind of mad at King Pill for saying that the hand situation was a hoax. You put the text up like the homie just lost his hand, and you over talking about it's a play.
Okay, I wasn't mad at him for saying that because for sure, like a lot more significant people than him said that. Joe Budden was on his podcast talking about how he thought it was fake. Matt Hoffa was talking about how he thought it was fake. I was personally annoyed by King Pill DMing me or texting me over and over and over saying that it was fake when it's like 10 hours after it happened when everybody knew it was real. I personally found that annoying. But also, listen, if Forrester wants to go get his money somewhere, by all means. Will that affect negotiations as far as how his future on No Jumper looks? Probably, yeah.
I'm just pointing out that I could see why.
All right, for sure, Adam. Stand on some Sydness for sure, bro. Stand on some Sydness, because I have no idea what they got worked out, but I mean, it's just a low blow to go somewhere else, man. A low blow for sure, especially for a man that's done a lot for you.
4 extras would be upset. You know, he's your boy. He's kind of like, and just on hood shit, because you do interact with gang members. Gang members live by gang rules. They don't make sense all the time, but that's what they live by. You basically, as his homie, was politicking with his ops about an unfortunate circumstance that happened to him. So I can see why he's mad at you. And I don't see why you didn't know he was mad at you when he didn't let you come to the hospital. That was the #1 dead giveaway. When he let
But
Kevin,
I had you on the podcast, and I'm cool with Suspect.
I thought
so Suspect hates you deep
He
down.
almost turned you
He
into
gonna
a Pop-Tart.
Listen, Suspect hates you deep down inside, but he gonna pretend to be cool with you because he want his job back.
I concur with Brandon for sure. I concur.
Basically,
Word on the street, suspect trying to get a community role.
whichever way, but he don't like you. He haven't liked you since the day you crushed him with your wallet when he wouldn't let you talk when y'all was having an argument. That day, you know
Oh,
what I'm
you did
talking-
your homework, huh?
That day, suspect hated you. From that moment forward, in his heart, as a narcissist that he is, me speaking as one, he hated you, bro. He just
Him speaking as one. You're funny, Bucci. Yeah, that day was pretty crazy, man, when Sus just got all passionate about the rap shit, and Adam was just like, bro, like, look where I'm at. Look what I achieved off of it. Look where you're at. You know, he just keeping it real. But it was a weird argument, man, because it's like everybody wants to argue that this is more theirs than somebody else's. And yeah, some people may be involved more, some people put in work, but it's entertainment, bro. It's like trying to hold on to something like that's entertainment is just a little crazy, man. Once you start selling something and putting it out there, you can't be mad when other people jump in and get their piece of the pie. You're the ones that sold it, you know? It's kind of like with the N-word, like, some people feel some type of way when other races are saying it, but all your entertainment, the music, movies, everything have it. These kids want to emulate it and act it out and say the jokes. They're going to end up saying it, and then it's going to carry on and be part of their vocabulary. It's like if you didn't want anybody ever saying that, I mean, I don't think y'all should have put in all the music and made it so much of an enduring phrase, you know? I mean, I don't say it, but I'm just saying, you know, it's kind of hard when you put something out there so much in entertainment, get mad if other people say it too, you know?
tolerated
Or
you.
is it more likely the suspect just hates every human being he's ever encountered in his entire life, and I'm just merely one of them?
He just hates Jalise because she turned him down romantically.
Yeah, I feel like Sus got a chip on his shoulder. I feel like he don't like me either. You know, I think he likes Mikey. He likes people that do shit for him, but anyone that ain't gonna really do shit, I feel like he don't like him.
I think suspect. Hey, I don't know. I don't get that energy.
Man, shut up, Remo.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I think he fucks with me and hates me.
I've talked to
he's a little
suspect
bit
a
of
lot
both.
behind the scenes and shit.
You
I
could
don't-
tell by the way suspect argues with Adam, there's resentment there.
But he
You could
argues
tell
that
by the way
with
he
everybody.
argues.
But it's resentment. He argued with that with everybody. I think it's just more so he think just because Adam's white, he gonna argue with Adam on that. Like, nigga, I'm from the culture. You shouldn't even be talking to me about that situation. I don't think he
Also,
hate Adam though.
And you have suspect derangement syndrome because we're talking about 4 Extra blowing his hand off, and you're like, well, what about suspect?
You brought up suspect.
He don't even work
Did
here
I?
no more.
Nigga,
You
you
still
brought
trying to
up
put him down.
suspect.
Derangement.
No, you brought up
You're
suspect
thinking
initially.
that. I don't even remember that.
You said I had suspect on the podcast and he tried to stab. You brought up suspect.
Oh,
See
yeah,
how
yeah,
you
good
do?
point.
Your white man tactics won't work. I'm not a Native American.
Yeah, Bucci pretty good with that one because I was sitting here thinking like, who brought it up first? Who brought it up first? He's been accused of bringing it up before, so I'm pretty sure if anyone brings it up, he's like, you brought it up first, just in case they try to run it back on him.
All I'm saying.
What's that
Trade me
supposed
this.
to be? Hold on.
Foul on the play. Foul on the play.
We're not doing that.
Can I finish my insult? Trade me this blanket for 100 acres of land type
crazy.
shit.
Blanket.
Good point.
Your white man tactics won't work. I'm not a Native American.
All I'm saying.
What's that
Trade me
supposed
this.
to be? Hold on.
Foul on the play. Foul on the play.
We're not doing
Can I
that.
finish my insult? Trade me this blanket for 100 acres of land type
crazy.
shit.
Blanket is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo.
If I had a blanket, I'd be
Native
using it right
American
now.
slander, bro.
Yo,
White
Wasn't really Native American slander. He was just saying that the white man scammed him out of shit.
man
wanna
did that
get a
a long time
screenshot.
ago.
We're
Snatched
not
up all that shit.
I
just
don't
wanna
want to
give
say what I
Reddit a
want to say.
screenshot
That's
real
gonna
quick.
be crazy. But we not doing that.
Oh, wow.
See, now he's going.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ. Should have put some suntan lotion on up there. This dude, Adam, you probably look fun as hell doing that porn shit with your old lady and the other girls. It looked like you got Speedos just on there. I'm surprised you don't like tan with like how do dudes tan? Do they got like a little weenie cup or something you put on so then the rest of you get all tan? I don't know. Trip out.
Adam getting zesty.
Now he's
here.
getting gay. See, you did
I just
that.
wanted to do that for
I had him in a
Reddit.
good spot.
I got a bad sunburn going, man.
He got the sunburn,
I passed
white
out
boy.
in my pool for
He
2
got the
hours.
White boy sunburn.
Hey, it's going crazy.
Dog on that.
Ah.
This nigga Adam is crazy, man. This nigga-
I was laying on a float.
All right, well, I think the 4 extra conversation's over. Yeah, man. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments. I just kind of babbled on there for a little while. Yeah, dude. With that, I'm out of here. Let me know what you think, man. Follow, like, subscribe, whatever. All right, later.